Brian Scott-Smith reporting for World Risk and Insurance News from the Waldorf Astoria in New York, site of the 2015 Global Insurance Forum. It is one of the most important events on the insurance calendar, drawing hundreds of senior executives, regulatory leaders and prominent academics from around the world to discuss issues facing the industry and plotting a course for the future. RIN TV had unique access to many of the high-profile presenters. Here we kick off our coverage with Mike Morrissey, President and CEO of the International Insurance Society and host of the Global Insurance Forum. He reviews the hot topics on the forum agenda and the theme of the meeting, Filling the Protection Gap. Here are the highlights.
Now, this year's theme is Filling the Protection Gap, and the concept is that countries that are uninsured, both for life and health issues and for property and casualty issues, put a drain on their governments and therefore a burden on their taxpayers. And that if these countries were better insured, not only would society benefit, but the burden on governments would be reduced. Capital is indeed changing the insurance business model. Short term, capital that's been accumulated by good profitability and rising financial markets over the last few years has resulted in softer pricing. But longer term, the advent of capital from the capital markets into the insurance industry has changed pricing and the whole distribution of insurance dramatically. The aging population has affected the insurance industry positively with respect to life insurance, but it's at the same time caused severe strains on health insurance systems with the aging population, and also caused severe problems with respect to the adequacy of retirement savings. We are very pleased to be invited to have one of the 3 days of our forum this year at the United Nations. The United Nations is showing their respect for the insurance industry's positive role in promoting sustainable development. And we'll have a series of discussions with public policymakers, not just the usual program of insurance CEOs, leaders from the World Bank, the UN, the World Economic Forum, the OECD, and other public institutions about what the insurance industry is doing and what it can do to promote sustainable development around the world. I think one of this year's key takeaways, and I hope there are many thought-provoking issues, I hope the key takeaway is we can be very proud of the role our industry is playing, not just to send money to people after bad things happen, but to mitigate risk, to reduce risk, to invest our premium dollars in assets that make the world better.
The Global Insurance Forum had an impressive lineup of speakers, and we had the opportunity to speak with several of them throughout the 3-day event. In upcoming programs on RIN TV, we'll bring you interviews with industry executives and thought leaders from the IIS Global Insurance Forum, including exclusive coverage from Day 3 at the United Nations. So keep it here for complete coverage on RIN TV.